Yeah, and I need a blanket.
Yeah, go grab a yogi blanket. Grab me one too. There's one in the... Oh, okay, cool. Hi guys. We're getting ourselves all coordinated. Oh, thanks. I gotta start a new blankie. This is Yoga Basics. It's going to be a 45-minute class. It's going to be a nice, gentle yoga class. Not that basics are easy at all. I think basics classes are oftentimes the toughest because we like really zero in on things and focus on how stuff is feeling and lining up. But today we're going to keep it fun and good. What do you need for class? Well, you need a blankie, thin blankie or towel, whatever you've got. Just fold it up like so. You need your yoga mat or a carpet. And if you have
Carpet?
What?
A carpet?
A carpet.
Should they like uncarpet the room?
Oh my god, no.
Roll it
just
up?
shush. Hagana thinks he's funny today. Oh, Chloe. And then you need 2 yoga blocks or books or paper towel. Rolls actually work really well. They're about that height. You do not need 4 dogs. Oh, also grab like one more extra towel. I've got a sweatshirt here because we're gonna use it for some neck stretches. I've got this like old hoodie. So you're gonna need one of those too. And we'll get started soon. How are you guys feeling? Let me check in over here. Hagana's feeling real good on his mat with Chloe licking his face. Okay, so have any of you done the, I don't know how many of you watching are in Philadelphia, but our animal shelter, our open intake shelter act, they are doing this fundraiser where you give them a $20 donation and then they draw, you share a picture of your dog and then they draw your dog and send it back to you. Guys, you have to do it. It's like the best $20 we've ever spent. We just did Bodhi and Carly. We haven't gotten Carly's back yet, but we got Bodhi's back. And I need to share the picture. It's like, it looks like Bodhi's like got 3 legs and it's funny. So I don't know if you guys have pets, but if you do, the ACT fundraiser is well worth the donation to them. So how are we feeling today? Hagana, how do you feel? Hagana says, he's feeling very introspective today. He doesn't want to be on the camera. Well, I'll tell you guys, what?
I'm sleepy. I didn't eat breakfast.
Oh my god, he ate this gigantic sandwich 20 minutes ago, and then he's like upstairs in bed, I don't want to do yoga, I'm so tired, my eyes are closing. I'm like, because you just ate the biggest sandwich. It was literally this big, guys. It was a sandwich that was this big. We took the dogs on a big walk this morning because it's sunny out today finally. And so then he felt like, he needed to fuel. And then it was just a disaster after that. So Hagana may just go into Shavasana in the middle. For those of you who don't know what Shavasana is, it's called corpse pose. It's where you completely relax. It's actually one of the hardest poses in yoga, but Hagana gets there real easy. So he made us do that. We'll see how it goes. So guys,
it is not one of the hardest poses.
It is so hard for a lot of people. No, Hagana, because it's mentally hard. It's not physically hard, but mentally it's very hard to be still. Like if you haven't remember your first Shavasana? Remember your first
Shavasana? It's one of those things that like yoga people say, like kind of like blind people. The most complex lines are blah, blah, blah. You're just lying there.
But it's hard mentally to not fidget, to just be still. Okay, guys, is Shavasana hard or not?
Everyone
you tell me.
Goes to sleep every night.
You tell me.
Shavasana every night.
No, because you don't. Like how? You have to listen to the TV to go to bed because you can't sit and just be nothing and not get distracted by your thoughts. You have to have that distraction to go to sleep.
You never stop talking.
Oh my God! Here we go. I never stop talking. Okay, I really talk a lot. Okay, anyway, let's get back to this
Every class starts with a 15-minute soliloquy.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because it's awkward. This just is a video. Chloe, don't scratch me. Chloe's scratching me
She's
now.
tired of you talking too.
It's awkward. If I just sat here in silence, that would be so weird. I have to talk. Okay, guys, let me know if you're here. Apologies for my grumpy husband.
How could you never stop talking when the camera's off?
Really? Guys, let me know if you're here. Let me know how you're feeling. How are your bodies feeling? How are your minds feeling? Can somebody also help us with this debate? Do you guys think Shavasana is hard? For those of you who have tried it, was it difficult when you started practicing yoga? I thought it was. Hagana says no. He says I'm being elitist, which makes no sense. And let me know how you're feeling, what feels tight, what feels tense. Hi, Hannah. Guys, my neck feels very tense, like traps neck. So that's why I wanted you guys to get like, I have this old hoodie here. I was gonna use that, but like a towel or some small rolled up little throw or something. Old hoodie. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Chloe. Oh, Chloe, this is Chloe. We have a Chloe watching. Aww. So Chloe is energetic. She likes to get a wet sock. She likes fetch so much, but like she just really will find anything to fetch. But her favorite thing to fetch is a wet sock. So, and they have to be dirty. A clean sock she won't touch. So, Chloe, I hope you laughed at that story about a fellow Chloe. Not that you like to play fetch with wet socks, but Chloe's just, she's who she is. And her name is spelled just like yours. Hi, Tony. Okay, so guys, we were having this philosophical debate about Shavasana and whether it's hard. So Shavasana, if you guys haven't practiced it before, it's the last pose we practice.
How about this? Which one's harder?
Oh my god, hold on. Chloe's dog's name is Callie.
Whoa!
Whoa! Guys, this is weird. Chloe, this is weird. This is weird. Chloe's dog's name is Callie and my dog's name is Chloe. Guys, the internet is crazy. Chloe, that's really cool. I hope that Callie plays with a wet sock. This is Carly, guys, for those of you who don't know her. Today is going to be Yoga Basics Gentle, a gentle flow. Hi, Katie. And we are going to work. So here's what I was thinking. You guys tell me. My neck, my shoulders are dead. So are Hagana's. I know. He's mad at me because I'm still talking.
It's almost time for you to stop talking.
It's almost time. 2 more minutes. Hi, Ann.
It's like 300 more words.
Oh, Chloe. Chloe's dog isn't named Callie. That was all a joke.
Oh.
Chloe, my heart is breaking, but that was really good. That was a funny joke. Chloe, but I will say a lot of people have dogs named Callie. Like
It's mostly cats, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of cats too, but
Popular cats.
yeah, like it's a popular cat's name. Anyway, guys, how are you feeling? What feels good? What feels not good? My low back, my hips feel very tight. My neck and my shoulders. Hagana's neck and shoulders, I know, feels tight. Is there anything else, guys? Shoulders, like here, front of your chest, back of your hips, like your pigeon pose. Do you guys know pigeon pose?
Like earache.
An earache? I can't help with that. Go to the doctor.
From all the talking.
Oh my god. He just said he has an earache. And I said, go to the doctor. I can't help with that. And he said, no, it's from all your talking.
You definitely help with that.
Who wants to ban Hagana from the yoga class?
Did you hear that? That was like 4 seconds of silence, and it was the most beautiful thing.
Okay, guys, let's get started. For those of you who are just joining, this is Yoga Basics. We're gonna feel good today. We're gonna keep it nice and flowy, but feel goody. You need 2 yoga blocks if you have them. If you don't have yoga blocks, grab paper towel rolls or books. But I like paper towel rolls for the purposes of what we're gonna do today. You also need like an old sweatshirt or like a rolled up towel, something that You can move like that, and a small blanket if you want one to sit on. Yeah, Tony, see, Shavasana is hard. Everybody agrees with me.
Is it Shavasana harder or is chair harder?
Okay, Shavasana is harder. Okay, guys, we're gonna get started. Chloe's gonna settle down. I want everybody to find a nice cozy seat on their blankie. Oh, sorry guys, I'll put the music closer to you. Okay. So roll up your towel or your blanket, whatever you've got. Let's have a seat. Have your rolled up towel or sweatshirt close by because we're going to use that. Hagani, you can borrow mine. I'll go grab another one. Let's just bring our hands to the tops of our thighs here, guys. Oh, shut up. Oh my God. Okay. Let's take a nice deep inhale through our nose. Close your eyes. And exhale out your mouth. Sigh it all out, like make it forceful. Inhale through your nose, deeply. Exhale, sigh it out. Make a sound nobody can hear you. One more time, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Now, guys, go ahead, close your lips together. And just start to take that breath deeply in through your nose. Let your belly rise and expand. And try to slowly exhale out your nose. 2 more times just like that, guys. Inhale through your nose. Feel your belly expand. And exhale out your nose. Try to match that length of your exhalation to how slow the inhalation is. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Now stay with that same deep full breath. Just stay there, breathing in and out through your nose. And I want you to slowly start to rock forward as you inhale. You're going to feel those 2 little pointy sits bones right underneath your seat, right at the base of your seat. As you exhale, draw your shoulders back and lean back on those 2 little knobby bones. Inhale, rock forward. Notice how you start to find a little bit of engagement through your belly and through your hips as you exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock forward. Feel your pelvis tilt backwards just a little. Exhale. Now guys, start to make that range of motion smaller. So as you roll forward, as you rock forward, just rock forward a little less. As you exhale, rock back a little less. Inhale, rock forward a little less. So now start to really feel all 4 corners of those 2 little knobby sits bones. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Now find that nice middle ground. Inhale, rock forward. And rock back so that you find all 4 corners, but just feel really grounded there. Start to take notice of those 2 knobby bones. And as you inhale here, guys, start to pull the shoulders up towards your ears. And exhale, roll them down your back. Inhale, pull the shoulders up. Exhale, down your back. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down your back. Beautiful, guys. Now find that nice sort of what feels like a nice comfortable space for your torso. You're feeling those knobby sits bones down in the ground. I want you to feel a little lift in your belly, a little bit of engagement. I want you to feel your rib cage close down slightly. If you don't know what that means, just think about not arching your back, keeping your back nice and flat so that your belly stays strong, even in that upper abdominal area. I want you to think about your chest lifting up towards your chin, and then those shoulder blades pulling down and back. It's going to feel like a lot of work just to sit here. And then just slightly tuck your chin so that the back of the neck feels really long. Now let's do 3 more of those deep belly breaths. Inhale. Feel your belly expand. Think about lifting taller through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, release that exhale through your nose. Think about drawing that breath down slowly. And finally, pushing that air out of your tummy. Inhaling, drawing the belly outward. Feeling yourself grow taller with that inhale. Exhale, slowly draw that breath down. Finally, pressing the breath down out of your belly. One more breath here, guys. Inhale, draw it up, grow taller. Your breath might be slower, it might be faster than mine. That's okay. Follow whatever breath, cadence, whatever pace works for you. Exhale slowly. Beautiful, guys. Now, keeping those eyes closed, I want to slowly start to feel your pelvis draw forward so that you find those front edges of the sits bones and your chest starts to lift more. You find a nice arch through your back as you inhale and let your chin lift if that feels good. As you exhale, find the back edges of those sits bones again and start to tone your belly more. Start to round through your spine and release your shoulder blades apart from one another as you find what's called a cat spine. So you can use your hands as leverage here to really pull those shoulder blades open. Now inhale, start to feel your pelvis tilt back. Your belly lifts, your heart lifts, your chin lifts if that feels good for you. Exhale, draw that tailbone down, feel the back edges of your sits bones. Round through your spine and tone your belly. Maintain that same pace of breath that you had earlier. Inhaling. Exhale, rounding. Now guys, you can start to allow your breath to make sound. Engaging in what we call ujjayi breath, if that's in your practice. If you don't know what ujjayi breath is, just stay with that deep, full breath, that inhale and exhale through your nose. You're going to get all the benefits of your practice. Taking just a few more rounds here. Inhaling. Exhaling. This feels so good, guys. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now guys, as you inhale, I want you to find that nice long neutral spine. And we're going to continue to work and open the cervical spine, your neck. So I want you guys, as you exhale, go ahead, draw your chin down to the center of your chest. Continue pulling those shoulder blades into your back pockets. And now as you inhale, roll your left ear over towards your left shoulder, but continue pulling that right shoulder blade down your back. As you exhale, come to center. And as you inhale, take right ear to right shoulder. And now guys, following your own breath, exhale, draw to center. Inhale, go to the left. I'm gonna go get water. Exhale, draw to center. Inhale, go to the right. Exhale, draw to center.
Inhale, draw to the left.
Good job, Hagan. You take over.
And exhale, draw to the center.
And guys, if you notice that your hips are starting to feel tight here in the seated position, it can be helpful to draw your paper towels or your blocks underneath your knees. Guys, take one more round side to side, just feeling good here. And now when you're ready, I want you guys to draw that chin back to the center of your chest. And slowly start to round through your spine as you exhale, finding that cat back. As you inhale, lift your heart up, find the front edges of those sits bones, lift your chin up. Exhale, arch. Now we're going to add the arms here, guys. So as you inhale, float those arms up, reach up. As you exhale, float those hands to your knees. Really use those knees as leverage. Round through your spine, press your belly in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Oh, feels so good, guys. One more time here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Now hold that inhale, lift, guys. Reach those arms up. Feel the shoulders draw away from your ears as you pull your biceps past your ears, guys. And really feel the belly just get a little bit stronger here, right underneath your belly button. And then use that strength to find a little more length as you lift your sternum up. And as you exhale, take your time, slowly float those arms down at your side. I want you to reach your fingertips out wide and draw your chin back to your chest. From here, guys, continue reaching those fingertips out. And as you inhale, take your left ear to your left shoulder. You'll find a deeper release through the neck, through the trap here. It should feel so good. As you exhale, draw to center. As you inhale, take right ear to right shoulder. Really reach that left fingertip away, guys. Exhale, draw your chin to center. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Just going side to side here, guys, and enjoying that sensation, that opening in your neck and in your traps. Inhaling ear to shoulder. Exhale, draw and chin to center. Oh. One more time, just like this, guys, and then we'll hold and we'll enjoy it. Now, guys, on your next inhale, I want you to hold that left ear towards your left shoulder. Continue to pull your right shoulder away from your ears. Really feel extra length there. Now, guys, feel free to stay here. Or if you'd like a little bit more of an opening in the chest, in the front of the shoulder, start to drape your right hand behind your back so that the back of the hand touches the back of your left seat. So you're pressing back of the hand into the seat and you're pulling that right elbow back. So actively draw the right elbow back and you'll feel a deeper stretch, a deeper release through your trap and into the side of your neck, down the front of your shoulder. Each inhale, I want you to think about drawing that right elbow back as you press your hand in. Each exhale, try to soften into that stretch. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here, guys. Inhale and exhale. Slowly release that right arm down. Draw your chin back to the center of your chest. Slowly inhale, float those arms all the way up. Find that nice cow spine, lifting your heart up. As you exhale, draw hands to the knees, round through your back. Draw your chin down, tone your belly. Feel your shoulders separate. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, flow it down. One last time here. Inhale, reach your pace, your breath, guys. Exhale. Now this inhale, hold it up here, guys. Reach it up. Find that little tone in your belly and send your heart up. Really feel the whole front side of the body lengthen as you pull those shoulders away from your ears and try to pull your biceps past your ears. Inhale. Exhale, slowly neutralize the spine, draw those hands back down. Our last little bit here, guys, as you exhale, draw your chin down towards the center. Reach those hands out. As you inhale, take left ear to left shoulder. As you exhale, draw your chin back to center. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left ear. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, right ear. Now, guys, hold it here. Maybe you stay here and you really reach that left fingertip away. Doing the other side here. If some of you were on the other side, just do the opposite side. And really think about inhaling, lengthening here, pulling that left shoulder blade down away from your ear. As you exhale, just allow that space to soften. Inhale. Exhale, just get nice and cozy. yoga being the balance between will and surrender. So there's a dynamic sort of muscular engagement here. Your will, as you inhale, is drawing that left shoulder down. And your surrender here is in your exhale as you let your neck soften. Maybe your right ear comes a little closer to your right shoulder. And now, guys, feel free to stay here or draw that left arm back behind you. Really pressing the back of the left hand into your right seat. Actively drawing that left elbow back as you inhale. As you exhale, soften your neck. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly release. Draw your chin back down to your chest, guys. Last round here. Inhale, lift your arms up. Lift your heart up. Open the front of the throat, the front of the neck. Exhale, draw your hands down, round through your spine. Inhale, float those arms up. Feel your pelvis draw back by the front edges of those sits bones. Exhale, back edges of those sits bones. Inhale, lift. Exhale, float back down. Okay, guys, inhale, hold it up here. Lift up. As you exhale, draw those hands down, neutralize the spine. And I want you guys to grab on to your towel, your whatever you got, your hoodie. And I want you guys to take that behind your back. So right behind your neck, you're gonna get a nice little cushion. It's gonna be support. And from here, guys, as you inhale, I want you to find that same nice cow spine, lifting your heart up, but letting your head drop back. Only if that feels good for you. I gotta try with the hoodie. Okay, I gotta doesn't want this hoodie. But this is just gonna give you a little extra support in your neck. And now, guys, if it feels good, allow your lower teeth to touch your top teeth. And then slowly, gently roll your head side to side. Take this slow and easy. But you're gonna feel this muscle here, this muscle that can get really tight, your SCM. You're gonna feel it release. As long as you keep your lower teeth close to your top teeth, just kind of go side to side. This is our last feel good stretch, so we're gonna move a little more. Maybe pause in those places that it feels good. Beautiful, guys. When you've had enough here, that was like blissful. Support yourself. Pull that towel or whatever you've got, pull it up to draw your head up. Take that towel down. Oh, guys, how do our necks feel? Mine feels good. We'll take that nice inhale again. Reach those arms up. As you exhale, this time plant your hands behind you. We're going to start to wake up the hips, the front side of the body. Press into your feet and start to lift your hips up to open the chest. And as you exhale, slowly draw those hips down. Take your time, guys. Inhale, press and lift the hips up. They don't have to lift high. Keep your elbows soft. Exhale, lower down. Continue pulling those shoulder blades away from your ears and rolling them back so you start to feel your chest open more. Exhale, drawing back. One more time, hold it here. Inhale, press and lift and hold. If it feels good, otherwise you drop your hips down, guys. Maybe you drop your head back if that feels good. And slowly drop those hips, support yourself back down. Crisscross applesauce, other side. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. As you exhale, float hands back behind you. Fingers point out, 9 and 3. When you're ready, lift as you inhale. Exhale, lower. Keeping your neck neutral if that feels good. Inhale, press and you lift. You can always keep those hips down and just open your heart here. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, gently pressing. Exhale, releasing. This time, hold it up, guys. You can always keep those hips down. Press it up. Keep those elbows nice and soft. Feel the shoulder blades draw down underneath your heart. Maybe you drop your head back if that feels good. Maybe you don't. Continue pressing hips up and feeling your chest open. Now slowly release when you're ready. Oh, okay, guys. Let's get moving a little bit more. Inhale, reach those arms up. When you're ready, as you exhale, float your hands down, rock forward. You can get rid of that blankie for now. We're gonna make our way up into our first downward facing dog of the day. You're gonna take your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Keep your knees under your hips. We're gonna keep this soft and easy first. I want your fingers spread wide, and I want your elbows nice and soft. Imagine squeezing the mat between your hands so you feel your chest and your biceps engaged. Now, guys, get that nice, strong tummy we had in that seated position. The belly's pulled in slightly, and your rib cage closes down. From here, tuck your toes under as you exhale. Send your hips up and back. Keeping those knees really bent here to start. Finding a nice mini downward facing dog. Now, guys, if you found that your downward facing dog, your upper back is really rounding like this, that's normal and that's okay. I want you to grab those yoga blocks and place those yoga blocks underneath your hands as you send your hips up and back. That's going to help you start to open through the shoulders and through the chest. And guys, keep those knees really bent. Keep them bent. Now let's flow. As you inhale, take your time. Start to float your knees back down to that tabletop. The knees touch the ground. Exhale, engage your biceps. Press yourself back up. Find that mini downward facing dog as you exhale. Now just flow through those two positions. Inhale, dropping those knees down. Do it slowly. Let the pace of your movement match the pace of your breath. Exhale, pressing back. Try to send your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, push it back. Now, guys, we're going to add on. Inhale, drop it down. As you exhale, draw your toes together. Press your hips back. Find your child's pose. Release your forehead down to the mat. As you inhale, press into your hands. Draw yourself back to that table. As you exhale, tuck your toes under. Send your hips up. Find that mini downward facing dog. Inhale, drop the knees slow. Exhale, connect the toes. Push your hips back. Release forehead down towards the floor. Inhale, press into the hands. Exhale, push it up and back. Take it slow here, guys. Inhale, drop the knees down. Exhale, push the hips back. Now, guys, your child's pose. This can be your home base. This is your safe space. You come there whenever you feel like the pace of your breath has increased and you've lost it, maybe you're holding your breath. That's where you can come back, where you can reconnect, and where you can rest. So if something doesn't feel good, you come here. If your breath gets out of whack, you come here. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. One last time, guys. We're going to hold that downward facing dog or your child's pose. You choose. When you're ready, you push back. Find that mini downward facing dog. Now, guys, start to really press through your hands to send your chest towards your thighs. Find a nice gazing spot with your head. It's really normal to want to look up here, but look down towards your feet, maybe in between your shins, wherever it feels good for your gaze and for your neck to relax. Now maybe you can start to straighten one leg at a time. Pedal your knees out, wiggle your hips out, start to bring a little bit of awareness into the back side of the legs. But guys, don't do that if you feel like your spine is just compromised and you're kind of getting all out of whack. You can always come back to that mini downward facing dog. That's my downward facing dog, and I've been practicing yoga for a long time. So you do whatever feels good for you and wherever you can find that nice long spine. You do not have to have your heels on the ground here. Okay guys, take one more breath here. Really press your hands in, send those hips high. Feel that long spine, your chest press towards your thighs. And now guys, as you inhale, start to bring those knees back just like we did before, but this time we're gonna hover them. And as you exhale, we're gonna take our time, gaze forward, and draw our feet to meet our hands, coming into ragdoll, forward fold. One of my favorite poses to release the low back. I want you guys to bend your knees as much as you need to get your chest on your thighs. Grab opposite elbows as you inhale, sway. As you exhale, sway. And focus on finding that release in the back of your neck. So really let your head hang heavy, maybe shake it. Do whatever you've got to do to completely relax the neck and continue bending those knees just like we did in our downward facing dog. Take one more sway here, guys. A wonderful release for the low back. And now when you're ready, draw those hands down. I want you to spread all 10 toes. Spread your toes and feel your arches lift as your quads start to engage. The thighs start to get really strong and muscular. And then feel your thighs, the inner thighs start to rotate towards the back of the room. As you imagine spreading your feet on the floor so your seat gets nice and strong. Then from that strong foundation, lift up halfway. Your hands can come to your shins. They can come to your paper towels or your blocks. Find a nice long spine here. Think about reaching the crown of the head away from the tailbone. As you exhale, take your time. Drag your belly back down. Then your chest. Then your head can drop. Same thing, guys. Get really strong here. Feel your inner thighs start to rotate back. Knees are still bent. Lift up halfway. And as you exhale, imagine spreading the floor. And then send the belly down, the chest down, the head down. Now take it one more time. Lift your head, inhale, lift your chest, lift your belly, tone everything, get nice and long. Exhale, float it back down. Your belly, your chest, your head. Now this time, as you inhale, get super strong through all 4 corners of the feet. Start to rise all the way up. Inhale, reaching up, allowing the palms to touch. And as you exhale, take your time, float all the way back down. Take those arms wide. Keep those knees bent. Guys, you don't need to straighten your legs. Take it all the way back down. As you inhale, imagine spreading the feet on the floor. Lift your head, lift your chest, lift your belly. Halfway lift. Exhale, take your time. Imagine spreading those feet. Drop belly down. Drop chest down, drop head down. When you're dropped here, pull the shoulders away from the ears so your neck gets long. Gently plant the hands as you inhale. As you exhale, step your feet back. Find that mini downward facing dog with knees hovering. And then start to pedal it out if that feels good. Let's do that again. Inhale, drop those knees down to a hover. Gaze forward. Exhale, come to your fold. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, lift your belly. Halfway lift. Exhale, imagine spreading the floor. Drop belly, drop chest, drop head, pull the shoulders away from the ears. Ground down through the feet as you inhale. Reach up, rise up, lift up, palms touch. You find that little upper back bend that we found when we were seated. Tailbone draws down, exhale, float back forward. Draw your belly down, draw your chest down, draw your head down. Inhale, plant the hands, finger spread. Exhale, step it back. Find that mini downward facing dog. Maybe pedal those feet out if that feels good. One last time here, guys. Inhale, hover those knees. Gaze between your hands. Exhale, come to your fold. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, lift the belly, halfway lift. Exhale, slowly releasing your belly, your chest, your head. Inhale, grounding through the feet, reaching all the way up. Palms touch, heart lifts. Exhale, float it all the way back down. Oh. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. As you exhale, step it back gently. Okay, guys. Pedal those knees out. Do whatever feels good for you. Maybe take some twists here. When you're ready, as you inhale, we're gonna step our right foot in between our hands. I'm gonna grab my blankie and drop my left knee down to the ground. We're gonna find a low lunge, low crescent. You can have your blocks here next to you like Hagana's doing. Guys, I use my blocks. Hagana uses blocks. You guys can use blocks. Don't feel like props are a bad thing. Props are a way to enhance a pose and help you feel things more deeply in your body. It's not like shameful or like a lesser pose. It means you're doing it right. Okay, guys, so from here, we're gonna start to slowly sink that left hip down, softening our shoulders and softening our elbows. So right now, what you're probably feeling, you're like, oh, I have to like help my foot forward. That's normal. Just get that right foot forward so that the right ankle is underneath your right knee. So you don't want to be here where you're pressing forward. You want that heel firmly grounded. So if you have to help yourself, that's okay. Now that left hip flexor is going to be nasty. It always is. Hip flexors are messy. So I want you guys to start to ease into that hip flexor, but keep it soft. You're going to feel your right hamstring and your right seat, right thigh turn on. From here, I want you to send those hips back 1 inch by pressing into that right heel. And then as you exhale, sink those hips back down. Inhale, press those hips back 1 inch. Inhale, sink those hips down. One more time, press it back just 1 inch. Now sink those hips down. Now it might feel a little bit better. I want you to imagine squeezing your right heel towards your left knee towards right heel. So you feel a little lift. From there, once you feel strong, you draw your hands up. You may stay down, that's okay. Now guys, the tendency when we draw our hands up is to shift our hips back. If that happened to you, keep your hands down. If you can keep your hips in the same place and you still find that little bit of lift, draw yourself up and start to tone your belly more. And now from here, if you feel good, you can stay here. Maybe you reach those arms all the way up and allow the shoulders to pull away from the ear so your neck gets long. And start to think about lengthening through the side body so that you're lifting up and out of the hips. I know it's a lot, guys. Hold here for just one more breath. And when we're ready, we're slowly gonna exhale. If you're not already there, send your hands down. Inhale, take just a second. As you exhale, start to float those hips back even more. This time starting to straighten into that right leg. But I want you guys to keep this easy here to start. So really dig that heel down and press it down. Engage through your quad and your hamstring while you stretch. Keep it easy to start. And now we're gonna flow between those two. As you inhale, send your hips down. Maybe you reach those hands here. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you reach arms up. As you exhale, float hands down if they're not already there. Send your hips back, find your gentle half split. One more time, just like this, and then I'm gonna let you go with your own breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Now guys, go your pace. Inhale. Find your crescent lunge, whatever that looks like. Exhale. A few more times, your pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now guys, when you're ready, as you inhale, float those hips back forward. Find that little bit of squeeze, that little lift through your hips. Draw yourself back up into whatever variation you choose. Maybe your arms are up, maybe they're down. Just sink down here. Find that little squeeze into your right or into your left butt cheek. Squeeze it so that you feel that hip flexor open a little bit more. And now guys, if you choose, we're gonna reach that left arm up and over and find extra length through the oblique and through the side body. So I like to support my head here. And breathe into this stretch. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. Now take one more breath here. We're gonna hold on to all this length we just created. And as you exhale, you're gonna slowly float that left elbow across your body. And then press your palms together to come into a twist. So now my shoulders are tight, my spine is tight. I hate twists. So for me, I'm actively pressing my palms together to try to send my sternum towards my thumbs, but it doesn't go that far. So maybe you feel like you're really flexy here and you can tone your belly and exhale, twist. Maybe you send your hips back a little more to create a little more rotation through your spine. Just think about bringing out your belly, pressing the belly in as you exhale and pressing those palms together actively. Take one more round of breath wherever you are, guys. And we'll slowly release those hands down. Exhale, push your hips back. Find that gentle half split one more time. Really flex through that right heel. And now here, guys, to find this release in your hips, you're gonna pull your right hip away from your right heel. And then as you exhale, you're gonna think about sending your sternum down towards your toes. So I don't want you just rounding and collapsing here. I want you thinking about lifting the sternum forward as you pull that right hip away from your heel. You'll feel extra length through your hamstring. And then try to soften all those other muscles, your jaw, your neck. And now take one more inhale here. As you exhale, maybe take your block just inside your right shin, plant your left hand down. Continue pulling that right hip back. And as you exhale, rotate your chest open, right arm draws up. As you continue pulling that right hip back, you'll feel your IT band stretch. You'll feel like tingly, that's normal. Soften your left elbow. So I have really weird elbows and I always like lock out, but keep that left elbow soft and press down to lift up. And now when you're ready, slowly release it here. Bend through that right knee. Take your time. Plant your hands, slide that right knee back behind you. Tuck those toes under and press back. Find your downward facing dog. Or your child's pose, you do you. Pedal those knees out, let it feel good. Guys, we're almost done with class. As you inhale here, guys, you're gonna go to the other side. Left foot is gonna draw between your hands. Your right knee is gonna plant down on your blankie, on your towel, whatever feels good. Have your blocks close by. This side's gonna feel completely different. If you need to support yourself and help that heel forward, you do that. Untuck your right toe here, guys, and start to inhale. Press those hips back about an inch. Exhale, ease it back down. Inhale, press those hips back just about an inch. Exhale, ease it down. Oh. One more time here, guys. Press it back. Ease it down. Now hold it here, but don't lose all the engagement. So imagine squeezing left heel towards right knee towards left heel. So you feel just a little lift in your inner thighs, pelvic floor. Now, if you feel good, maybe you stay here, guys. Maybe you come up. Maybe you reach all the way up. Now, guys, if you come up and you reach all the way up and those hips really drew back, keep your hands down. I want the focus here on opening up through your hip flexors, through the outer hip. So I don't want you to just sacrifice all that good stuff just to come up. Who cares? Listen to your body and do what works for you. There's no right way to do yoga. I mean, there's a way that could hurt your body, but don't worry, you're not doing that. There's no right way in terms of your body and finding a pose that works for you. I should be more precise. Okay, guys, take one more breath here wherever you are. Maybe drawing those shoulder blades down away from your ears if you're lifted. As you exhale, float those hands down. Inhale, just take a second. And as you exhale, start to float that left leg long. Dig that heel down and pull your toes towards your nose. Beautiful. Keep this gentle and easy. And now let's flow your breath. Inhale, coming to your crescent, whatever that looks like. Maybe lifting, maybe staying down, maybe keeping your hands down. As you exhale, float that left leg long. Inhale, send it forward. Exhale, press it back. One more time, guys, just like this. Your breath, inhaling, maybe reaching, maybe not. Exhale. Now, guys, as you inhale, hold your crescent lunge. Hold this low lunge. Maybe you're lifted. Maybe you're reaching up. Now, wherever you are, we're going to engage the belly just a little and take it into a little side bend, reaching your right arm up and over, maybe supporting your head. And really open through the oblique. Each inhale, think about drawing that right elbow away from your right hip. Each exhale, think about melting the front of the right hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt. Inhale. Now maintaining that length through the right side as you exhale. Start to tone your belly, maybe draw those hips back a couple inches and float that right elbow across your left thigh. Press your palms together and find a twist here. Again, guys, my spine isn't that flexible. I can't rotate that much. Maybe for you, you're pressing those palms together and you're really starting to lift that sternum towards your thumbs. But I want you guys keeping a little tone in the belly, and you press belly in each time you exhale and you rotate. Beautiful. Enjoy one more breath here, guys. Inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, take your time, float your hands down. As you exhale, push back, find that gentle half split. Really dig that heel down, guys. You use your blocks. It's going to feel a lot more gentle for you if you keep your blocks or your hands closer to your left knee. If you feel a little more open through the back of the thigh, maybe you take your blocks closer to your ankle. Now, guys, as you inhale, think about peeling that left hip away from your left heel, extra long through the back of your thigh. As you exhale, drape your sternum towards your toes. You may not move at all, guys, that's okay. Inhale does not mean you're bad at yoga. Exhale. Actually means you're really good at yoga. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here, guys. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, peel that left hip back a little more. Now as you exhale, draw that block inside your left shin. Plant your right hand down and take this into a gentle twist here. Pressing down to lift up. Keep pressing that heel down into the floor. Keep the back of your leg nice and strong. Soften those shoulders away from your ears. Beautiful. And when you're ready, guys, slowly release. This time, bend through that left knee. Slide it back. Make your way into your child's pose. We're almost done with class, guys. I lied when I said 45 minutes. I meant 55. So it goes. Soften through your shoulders, through your chest. Now, guys, in this next child's pose, I want to start to open up through your upper back, through your shoulders. So if you'd like, you can always keep your arch just like this. But if you'd like, you can start to draw those knees a little closer together. And then I want you to take your hands back behind you. Palms face up and release your forehead down. Let your shoulders really roll forward. Now you might find that that's a lot of pressure on your head and you're like, ew, no, I don't like that. Place your block or your book or your paper towel underneath your forehead. And then let the shoulders get heavy, let the elbows splay out. Enjoy one more breath. Your arms don't have to go behind you. They can stay on the front of you. We're going to open the shoulders just a little bit more. My hips feel better. When you're ready, guys, reach those arms back out in front of you. This time you're going to karate chop the outer edges of the hands down. So your pinky edge of your hand down. Release your forehead down and start to bend through your elbows as you draw yourself back. Your hands go in between your shoulder blades. If your shoulders feel really tight, you may have to draw that block or that paper towel roll underneath your head. You may also not bend at the elbows very much and your hands might not come together. You might have to splay those elbows out really wide. That's okay too. But try to just draw those arms back. You don't necessarily have to draw the palms together if that doesn't work for your body. Each exhale, think about melting your chest and maybe inhaling, wiggling those elbows out just another little millimeter. And then exhale, melt the chest. Inhale, those elbows wiggle out just a little further. Exhale. Beautiful, guys. Now when you're ready, release those arms out long. Now we're going to push our hips up and take a similar pose, but we're going to take it with our hips lifted. So we're going to come into puppy pose. You're going to lift your hips so they stack on top of your knees. And then you're going to walk your hands out like you did before. Now guys, your pelvis is going to tilt. So you're going to feel your, like, I call it sexy butt. You're going to feel your tailbone draw up towards the ceiling. And then you can walk your hands out. Maybe draw your forehead down to the floor, or maybe it comes down to a block. Maybe if you feel really open, your chin can draw down. But guys, be mindful. Think about how your neck feels, how your chest feels, how your shoulders feel. There's no pressure to do that. But each exhale, your chest melts and the tailbone draws up a little more. You can get a little heavier. This pose can be really uncomfortable, so just listen to your body. You can always come back to that earlier iteration where you had your heels down. Take one more breath here, just enjoy it. And when you're ready, guys, take one arm in, bend it in. Press yourselves up. Other arm comes in. Slide your feet forward. We're going to come down onto our backs. We're going to do just a little bit more hip opening and then Shavasana time. So roll yourself down onto your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Maybe rock side to side. Release your low back. And then we're going to slowly start to come into a figure four, a lying down pigeon. So you're going to draw your right ankle on top of your left thigh. And you're going to gently hug that left thigh in to start to open through the outer seat, the outer hip on your right side. I want your right foot flexed and your ankle digging into that left thigh. And now think about sending your tailbone long towards the ground to lengthen the spine while we work here. Now guys, if you feel like you start to really feel open, you can start to slide that right knee on top of left knee, take the outer edges of the feet, and then slide the shins open as you hug your knees in. It's going to feel a little more intense. wherever you are, unwind. Grab the outer thighs, the outer ankles, outer feet, and you're gonna come into a happy baby. I want you guys to start here and let your tailbone lift off the floor. Just rock side to side. That's gonna feel really lovely for your inner thighs, your low back. And then eventually come to stillness in the center and start to send the tailbone down. So imagine you're like flat up against the wall. Your tailbone's drawn down as you pull the feet down, but you press your feet into your hands at the same time. Or your thighs, wherever. That is done. Okay guys, let's come into the seated or the lying down pigeon on the other side. Left ankle comes on top of the right thigh. Flex into that left foot. Start to hug that right thigh in. Oh. Then start to lengthen through the tailbone. Send the tailbone down as you continue hugging. Maybe feel real good here. You want to slide that left knee on top of right and take that more intense variation, sliding the shins apart as you flex the feet. Really actually draw those shins apart as you hug the knees in. It should feel really good on your butt. When you're ready, guys, slowly unwind. Take that happy baby one more time, maybe rocking, maybe don't. Maybe this time you start to straighten one leg at a time. And if you guys feel like you need any other pose here, if you want to take a twist, if you want to do anything else, maybe you want more happy baby time, you take it. This is your practice, your body. Whenever you feel ready, you extend your legs long and you come into your Shavasana. I'm going to use my blankie to cover up my hips, and then I'm going to use my blocks or my paper towel spray them underneath my knees. I'm going to take my Shavasana like this. You guys can take it however you want. You can have just your legs long. Let your feet roll apart, open. Oh. And guys, start to relax through your feet, your ankles. All 10 toes. Relax your calves. Relax the knees. The top of the thighs. Let your seat really melt into your mat. So much so that the fronts of the hips relax. Maybe you can find a little more softness in the quads. Now just let your whole lower body get heavy. Your breath is super easy, natural, effortless. As your low body gets heavy, let your low belly go, the low back. All the muscles that surround your spine can relax as your back just rests really heavy. The chest can release, the upper arms can soften, elbows soften, forearms release, your fingers fall open. Now each time you exhale, let the whole upper body get just a little heavier, a little softer. Take your awareness to the back of the head. Let the head rest heavy. It's found this nice cozy resting spot. The back of the neck can get nice and soft. Release any tension you may still have in the sides of the neck, the jaw. Let your teeth unclench. Your tongue can move away from the roof of the mouth. The cheeks can soften, the eyelids can soften, temples, the forehead. Now each time you exhale, let the whole body go. Let it get nice and melty. Let it get heavy. this is where I'm going to leave you. I want you all to relax here for as long as you need, and then slowly wake yourselves up whenever you're ready, but take your time. Have a good Sunday, guys.